Well, welcome to episode number 11, following a thrilling by-district playoff win over Mansfield Timberview. You are watching us on the Coyote Football Network. I am, of course, Blake Grundy.
I am Phil Morgan. We are brought to you by none other than the incomparable, the amazing, the wonderful Farmers Bank and Trust.
There you go. I love it. All the adjectives for him this week.
All of it. No, look, we had a great time. Got to hang out with Dan a little bit at the Chamber of Commerce golf tournament.
Yep.
Got to spend some time hanging out with him again, and always great connecting.
Got to see Dom and Milo there as well.
Yes, we did actually.
Little chip in the bucket competition that we
fun game.
We had some fun. We didn't quite get it.
No, we didn't. We weren't that good.
and then I heard Dan won the prize when I was told that employees couldn't get. I'm just messing. They're awesome people. We got to see them, hang out with them, talk with them. As always, right? Hit them up for all your banking needs. Their entire staff is they're phenomenal.
Yeah. Great people. We're doing good hard work and making community better one little way at a time.
There you go.
Look, let's talk about the game.
Let's talk about it.
It was, pre-game predictions were all over the place. Depending on who you talk to, how it was going to work out, whatever.
Sure.
There were a lot of people who didn't give Anna much credit or opportunity to win this game. Those of us in the know kind of felt like we're going to win this game. I don't think it'll be a runaway game,
sure,
right?
Sure.
But we're gonna win it. And I, there were first half. I think I said it on the broadcast. It felt typical Coyote. Like early on in the game, some penalties,
a little bit of jitters, things like that.
Jitters, or just lack of discipline. Just some dumb personal fouls, and I don't know. It is frustrating as a fan, right? We're not down there. And that's hard to remember, is I'm not down on the field. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's pushing buttons or how things are getting done. But regardless, it costs the team.
Yeah.
And it kind of slows momentum. It gives them momentum. And so we had a couple moments that was like that, and we're thinking, oh, boy, what kind of game are we going to be in for? And, good for them. They got their head on straight. Came out of the half looking like a little bit better team. And and that was good.
Defense had some really key moments where they stepped up. And offense did what they needed to do. Mansfield Timberview is athletic. They've got some good players
for real
out
Fast.
there. They've got a really good secondary, and so
defense played really well.
Yes.
I want to give the defense a little bit of credit on the top of the show. I thought
multiple goal line stands,
multiple big stands, just some really good, tough physical play.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. It's funny when you hear the crowd mic in your headset. I don't normally have that opportunity.
Yeah.
Getting up there and having the headset on the whole game.
People go nuts. People go wild, man.
It's all our fans, which is great, right? We talked about that. We travel well.
Yes.
Anna, look, tip of the hat to all the Anna fans out there. You did a great job showing up in good numbers. I hope that you'll do that again this coming week. It's
honestly a little bit easier drive to Wichita Falls, in my opinion. You get to get north over on 82 and just kind of go across.
Just cruise.
I feel like it's easier than going over to Mansfield, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
As someone that's made a lot of these drives.
Yep. Yeah, it may take a little longer, but it'll be a lot less stressful, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
So come on out, man. Get out there. Get out there to support these guys. It's great football. I feel like they're playing well and elevating their game every week just a little bit. So
I've been told, or I've heard, that Andrew Tobar is going to get there about 2 p.m. into Wichita Falls.
Come on now.
Is that somewhat accurate? Have you heard similar?
I've heard similar.
I've heard rumblings that
sightings, yes.
that there will be snacks and food. If you can find Andrew Tobar, you'll find the snacks and food. So 2 o'clock, start crawling around Wichita Falls and find him.
I'm going to throw him under the bus right now.
Go ahead.
We're in our opening. We can talk about anything related to the game.
Yeah, we can.
If you're
it's our show.
It's right. It is. If you're looking for some good beef jerky, Andrew Tobar has the hookup on the way to the game this week. So make sure you stop and give him a message, and he'll let you know what's up.
Hey, Tobar, I got a beef to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
Get it?
Dad fun.
You filled in this young man about the snack situation, and you didn't hit me up about the snackage. I feel a little bit left out, brother.
I think he felt hurt by the fact that you couldn't make the game.
I was yelling at him in my car, man. As I'm driving home from my game at Southeastern, I was up in Durant, Oklahoma, reffing a game up there. And, man.
I might have yelled once or twice in the microphone.
There's a different Blake in front of people, and and on a broadcast mic, and then there's Blake in the car as he lives and dies by what he's hearing from the streams.
Well.
But we pulled it out. It's a gritty win against a good opponent, right? Like you're not going to play teams where it's just blowout central. It's not going to be our last few games of the season that we experienced, and so we came up. We showed up for a good win.
Unless you're Argyle Lovejoy. Oh. Yes, I went there.
I'm going to let you stay there. And so we'll talk a little bit in the outro about Palo Duro. But for the moment, should we talk about our offense?
Let's do it.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, we offer banking solutions to help you through any season of life. From no-fee checking to our mobile app for easy on-the-go banking. From instant issue, tap-to-pay debit cards to click switch, used to quickly, securely transition automated payments and direct deposits from one account to another. And much more. For your family, for your business, come home to Farmers Bank and Trust.
All right, let's go.
Come on now.
Let's talk about it, man.
Do it, baby.
All right, number 8, Zandre Williams.
Who is he?
Look, I don't know. People still can't get it right.
Zandre?
I keep hearing it everywhere. Kid's been playing football in the Dallas-Fort Worth area now forever.
3 years. That was
in high school.
That was his 10th playoff start, by the way. And we still can't get his name right.
Still can't get his name right.
Hang on. We can get his name right.
Yeah, you'll break it down. Zai, which he goes by.
Yeah.
Like that, it's easy. If you can't say the whole name, just say the nickname.
Zai.
Just Zai. Zai Williams. Zai Williams, number 8. Zai Williams.
Superman?
Why not? Dude, look, there were moments in this game I saw that personality, right? I saw that kind of bravado, that competitor.
The little bit of swagger that you almost have to borderline need to be great.
Look,
that self-confidence.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, if you go back and look at this, you got a Baker Mayfield kind of guy back in college who had what a lot of people felt was too much, right? Over the top, right? The backwards hat wearing, kind of punkish, just too cocky, and it wasn't confidence, it was cocky.
He crossed the edge on that a few times.
And look, I think that dude's grown up. He's an incredible NFL quarterback,
but he's someone that you'd run through a brick wall for.
And dude, his teams always loved him. His teams always loved him, right? No matter what. And that's the kind of guy Zai is. He brings that. He's got that juice, right? And he's squeezing that out every game. And this game there was no shortage of it. Didn't matter what position he was playing on the field. We were looking at some highlights before as we were getting ready to do this show,
right?
And we were talking about how we like that Zai. That's like
when he goes in their corner or safety and it's kind of like okay.
And
he had an exchange on a punt where. It was actually the one where we ended up getting the penalty on, but we're walking off the field for the punt because it's going to be our ball, right? And I think it was number 23 for Timberview. Tries to kind of pull him into the football jokingly, obviously knowing hey the refs aren't going to allow that. And Zai kind of looks at him and points and just starts laughing, and he starts laughing back. And it was just one of those moments where it was I don't know, but that's Zai. That's who he is on the field.
I did see a lot of that in this game, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of that. Playful kind of taunting.
Respect, admiration, back and forth.
Yeah, and on the back end was always that little bit of respect and admiration.
Sure.
Really, really proud of that from both the teams. Really proud of that. Zai, by far, though, he's one of those guys that the team will run through a brick wall for him, for sure. So, look, we're going to talk about your stickers. 6 stickers for Zai.
Yep.
8 for 16, 182 yards, and 3 touchdowns in this game.
Come on now.
Yes. Average is just over 22 yards per completion with a long pass of 44 yards. You had 10 carries on the ground, right? 71 yards, an explosive run of 28 for an average of 7.1 per carry. An incredible game. Again, look, these are great numbers. They're not some of the ones we were used to in the season, where you're looking 300-plus passing yards.
But we're a different team in the postseason. We're a pound-the-ball team in the postseason.
But, yeah, that's exactly what we are. We're a run-first, always-run team, right? Look, if you watch this game, there was a deep commitment to the run.
Yes, there was. And I think some of that was to slow down some of the explosiveness that that Mansfield Timberview has on the other side of the ball, as well as negate some of the secondary. But that, to be honest, anybody that's happens to walk across our show that's from another program, understand our team is malleable. they're gonna adapt to whatever they can do to beat you. That's just the fact of our team. If they need to run the ball 50 times, they'll run the ball 50 times. If they need to pass the ball 187,000 times, they'll pass it 187,000 times. And to our fans, trust the coaching staff. Quit trying to yell at them to run the rock when we ran the ball more than we passed. My goodness. The amount of reports I heard from some people who were like, yeah, people were just yelling to run the ball. And it's, well, we did.
Yeah, we did. And I don't know. I think it is easy to get into that frame of mind as a fan and to lose sight of the whole game because you're not in control. You're not wearing the whistle.
Right.
You're not seeing the minutia, and so all you can see is what's in front of you and what happened last, right?
Yeah.
So I understand why fans get that way, but look. Elevate your game too, fan. Like, take it to the next level. Realize, like, there's more going on than you might even be willing to see or capable of seeing. Like, we talk about that all the time. We are not coaches. We're just two average guys. Just love this team, love these coaches, and love to get to talk about the accomplishments of guys like Andre Williams.
We have 2 state championship coaches collaborating to call plays for offense.
Yeah.
I trust them to get it done.
I do too.
I trust Zai to get it done.
And they did. We went into this game. We talked beforehand, and we thought this is going to be a 10-point game. That's exactly what it ended up being. And these guys know how to take the team to the next level in order to compete. They know the things they've got to get done, and they have a game plan. I promise you. Look, these guys are working hard from the minute that game ended. They've already started the preparation. In fact, probably even before that, weeks ahead of that, they're looking at potentials and they're starting to think in their own heads like what might and what this and all these things. And until they're in concrete, they can't be for sure, but they start right away.
Yes.
I promise you they're giving game plan a lot more attention than you think you are.
Yep. All right. Hey, our next guy that has would love to cap his career with a championship.
Did I just preach, by the way?
You did. That would love to cap his career with a championship. Number 7, Ace Trailer.
Yes.
Mr. Do-It-All. I think he played 40-ish something snaps on offense. I think he put out like 30 snaps on defense, special teams. I think he got the extra points off this week with Rowan being back, and we'll talk about that later on. But Ace Trailer, you're gonna walk away with 4 stickers on the offensive side of the ball, brother. You had 15 carries for 134 yards and a touchdown. You averaged 8.9 yards per carry, and you had a long run of 54. And to just, cherry on top, you had a catch for 9 yards over the middle that was honestly one heck of a catch.
Yeah.
Zai put some zip on that ball, and you just reached out and stopped it. And that was awesome. Dude, Ace, you were everywhere all night long. There was – you know what? Let me back up. All of Texas, West Texas, North Texas, East Texas, South Texas, Central Texas – the Surgeon General has issued his warning. It is playoff season, and he is playing for his team's life every week. The Surgeon General is going to be showing up each and every week. Come prepared because he will be as well.
He's going to be carving it up.
That's what I got for you.
Slicing it up. Just like a good surgeon would.
Surgeon General warning has been issued.
It's been issued. Y'all better be careful.
Pay attention or ignore it at your own peril.
Yep, great game for Ace. This kid had a great game.
Yeah.
And in more places than what we're going to talk about
all
right
three
here.
Phases, yeah.
All 3 phases of the game. Number 11, Jaden Parker. We're going to give you 2 stickers right here on the offensive side. You had 4 carries, 5 yards, a touchdown, and then a big catch for 21 yards. So adding value everywhere he can.
Yeah.
Adding value. That is one of the most undersold traits of a team guy is always look to add value. How can you add more value? How can I add more value? What can I do, Coach? How can I help us? What can I do next? What this week, if I didn't get it done, what do I need to do this next week to make sure I get it done? Right? That's this kind of guy. He's going to be a great team guy. He's going to get stuff done. Look, you got to be prepared for number 11. He's a big body.
How do you prepare for that?
I don't know.
Okay,
thank God I don't have to.
I haven't figured it out. I didn't know if you had a solution. We're solutionless over here, so coaches, good luck.
Apparently, eat your spinach. It worked
Popeyes.
for Popeye. It worked for Popeye. Maybe that's going to work for the other teams because this dude is strong, bud. He is a freight train, and when that train gets moving, oh my goodness.
Don't let him get his pad level lower than yours.
Freight train of pain, baby.
There you go.
That's what he's bringing. He's bringing the freight train of pain.
That catch was pretty special too. Zai rolled out to the left and had a little. He locked Jaden in the eyes and was like, hey, kind of redirected him, and Jaden just went. And that's that type of cohesion, chemistry, teamwork that takes a season long to build.
Yeah.
And to see him kind of flash out there, Zai delivers it to him, and Jaden then takes it 21 yards. That was just a cool play.
It was a
As
good
I was
one.
watching back the clips, I saw a shout out to Kyle Bilodeau and Mary Beth Guerin for running our cameras for us this past
New camera
this past
operators
week.
for the network.
They did pretty good. They got some good plays, and Mary Beth almost got tackled a couple of times. So
she thought, look, Mary Beth, we'll give you a little bit of love on the show here. You thought you didn't get much, and yet you did. You did really well. Good job for you.
I took right around 35, 36 clips from
There
both
you
of them.
go.
So there you go.
Look, MVP.
So that
MVP. MVP. Sorry, I totally derailed you, didn't I? Go
All
ahead.
right, next guy, number 25, Cash Williams. He's another one that he's just he talked about it in his last game of the regular season against Liberty. He was like, "This is my last home game," right? And he was getting emotional, but you could see he's fired up. It's these seniors and these veteran players, even if they're not seniors, that understand what's at stake, that are willing to put all of it on the line. That are willing to do anything to win. And so Cash Williams, you showed up on the offensive side of the ball. This may have only been his second carry of the entire season. We've used him as lead blocker and things like that, but you took your one carry for 3 yards and a touchdown into pay dirt in a big way, just a physical run. You were like 2 or 3 yards in the end zone, and they were still trying to tackle you, and you were just kind of standing him up like, oh, let me just recline back on you a little bit and just get comfy while you try and take down Quadzilla, because it ain't happening,
I
baby.
think my exact call when they handed the ball off to him was, and as he crossed the goal line was, and that's why we call him Quadzilla, right there. Because he just, dude, those legs just didn't stop moving. He pushed the pile, moved his way across that line, and credit also to the offensive line there. It's another tip of the cap there to those guys for their hard work. They showed up in a lot of different ways in this game. The O-line, this was one of them. I know Cash would give them a ton of credit as well. So, but man, that was an incredible run from Cash for sure. For sure. So I'll talk about number 3. How about that?
Do
Want
it.
to run into that? Cormon Houston, number 3, young man. Good frame, good speed. Hands are developing. Kid is just getting better and better.
Yeah.
Taking a step every week, right? He's maturing in front of our eyes a little bit, right? And so today you're going to get 3 stickers. You're going to get for 3 catches, 48 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Right? That's an average of 16 yards per reception with a long of 44 on the day, man. And that was some play.
Yeah, they just honestly they lost him. They just lost him, and he waltzed in. I think his most impressive touchdown was the one where he worked out to the near sideline corner in the end zone, and Zai kind of dumped it up to him, and he just, once again, that chemistry that we're seeing being built with Zai and these receivers starting to come to fruition. But man, Cormon is special.
We talked about this in the game coverage, but I'm gonna come back to it right here.
Yeah.
Cormon had a game about 4 or 5 games ago where he was wide open.
Yes.
Got a pass, dropped it.
Yep.
Right? You as soon as I saw Cormon open, the guy fell coming across the field. I think it was a safety that tripped on his own feet, left him wide open. My first thought was, we're going to find out. Has the kid grown? Is he in his head? Right? What's going to happen here? And he locked it down, dude. Just saw the ball in, made the catch, and just kind of walked in. I mean, almost didn't even run. Like, he didn't have to.
Yeah.
There was literally no one within 20 yards of the kid. And I was so proud of him, right? To see that process of growth, to watch him mature, and to see that maturity, like, right in front of your eyes. Woo! Come on, Mon. That was good. That was good. I know there were better plays, but that told me a lot about where his head is.
Yeah. Yeah. Next guy, number 4, Braden Spinks. You're going to walk away with 2 stickers on the evening. You had 1 catch for 48 yards and a touchdown. I think it was just a seam route, right? He basically just runs a seam, a skinny post, and Zai just lays it out for him. Braden kind of catches it. He slowed down for about a half a step, catches it, and then he's off. And it's one of those deals where if Braden gets by you, good luck, because he's gone. He's a dude that came on later in the season for us, and he's been a breath of fresh air with Rowan having gone out and coming back in, Michael Kennedy having been out, come back, go back out. Braden Spinks has been one of those dudes that, like, he's going to see the field even if both of them were healthy, because he's that good as a sophomore. But to see his growth and what he's done for our offense to kind of help us provide depth, because I want to be honest, most teams, if they lose a Michael Kennedy or a Rowan Nylander, they're really, really hurting at wide receiver. And
They're
it feels
struggling.
like we're just plugging in guys, and like Like we got Carter Merritt, who's like, hey, I had like my 2 or 3 best games of the season, and now I'm kind of buried in the depth chart a little bit. Not buried, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just shows the depth that, you know, we can talk about all of these dudes, and it's like,
if I'm a wide receiver in that room, I'm wearing that like a badge of honor.
Yeah.
This room has done something for this team that not a lot of people are going to recognize, and we're going to talk about that. And that's just, they have sustained, right? The next man up mentality has sustained the offense and the mindset of, we want to distribute the ball, we want to get it to a lot of people,
right?
So we got to have a lot of playmakers.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who goes down, right? We're going to Bill Belichick this bad daddy, right? Get next guy up, whoever it is, you better perform, like, because this is what you're here for, you know. And you never know when your chance is coming. It never happens in your time. And this is just a little side message, right? Your opportunity is never going to come in the time that you engineer it. It's always going to come in a time that's, you know, it's going to reveal whether you're ready or not, right? And that's the trick here. And these guys all stepped up. Braden stepped up. Cormond has been doing a great job. And we're going to talk about a couple other guys here. Should we roll into the next?
Yeah,
Number 9, Rowan Nylander getting back, getting healthy, getting right, getting that catch, 31 yards. Look, a lot of people will say a bunch of stuff. First game back, had a couple tosses his direction.
One of them was a little bit outside his grasp. Yep. The other one he's going to feel like he should have had.
Yep. But he hauls in one catch for a big catch.
Along Timberview sideline.
Yep, Timberview sideline. That probably didn't hurt, right? But it was so good to see Rowan back in the game, right? Feeling good, feeling healthy, contributing. And I think you're going to see that continue to pay off for the Coyotes down the line when you get a guy like that come back in. Because he's gritty. Like, he's a gritty kid. Hard hitting, like, he can take it. He takes the abuse. He's very physical. And if you're going to come tackle him, he's going to make you feel it. Like, you're going to have to bring your best.
100%. Hey, another guy, number 6, Keyshawn Miles. You're going to have one sticker on the night, one catch for 25 yards. It was one of those deals where it was like, because of the game plan and where we ended up and the fact that we're a running football team now, right? Some of these opportunities were a little bit fewer and far between. If you know, you know. If you don't, come ask us offline. We'll tell you. But Keyshawn, one catch for 25 yards. Another guy that's just willing to do whatever is asked of him, whenever his number's called. And he had his big explosive touchdown where he kind of ran a crosser, shallow cross across the formation, almost a little drag route that got called back for holding. So otherwise, you would have had an even bigger day on the evening. But like, just willing to be a lead blocker, willing to be out there, willing to be a decoy.
Oh gosh, that was a great run too.
He's something else. I still hold fast to that. If this was his 3rd year playing football, we'd be looking at double-digit D1 offers for this young man.
Yeah,
he's something different.
Yeah, that's for sure. Look, talking about something different.
Yeah, come on now.
This is really
this
cool.
was cool for me to go back and see.
This is incredible, and I think we got some great coverage of this, but. Number 72, Colton Tucker.
Yeah.
Right? Touchdown saving tackle. It was all hustle. One of my favorite sports quotes is from The Replacements.
All right.
And Gene Hackman says, "What's it going to take, Coach?" In an interview at the halftime, going into halftime, said, "Coach, what's it going to take for you to get back into this game and kind of right the ship?" And he's like, "Heart."
Yeah.
Miles and miles of heart, right? Colton Tucker plays with that. And that's not a slam. I mean, that to me is one of the highest compliments.
He's a dog.
He is, man. He's got a competitive kind of streak in him that when you watch it, you can see it. It's an undeniable quality, right? And for all of the game, you get if you're paying attention, you'll see that come out. And that moment, it was the only thing going on.
Yeah.
All eyes were on the pick, right? Because it was by all means, we thought it was a pick 6. Colton Tucker gets that little O-line body of his moving,
and he took the perfect angle for his speed. In that moment too, to like have the back of your mind operating like that, and like, oh, this is the angle I need to take. It was perfect.
Yeah, and he brings him down and right on their sideline, goes down hard. Right?
Yeah.
Comes out of the game for a little bit. Thank God he's okay. His
helmet got knocked off as he was diving at the legs of the player. And
so not only does he have heart, he's got a hard head on top of it.
And I think his dad might Dad, come let us know if we're correct in that assessment. But not to be outdone, all of the O-line, y'all are getting what we call the pancake dinner. Y'all are digging in with some of that syrup. Maybe a little chocolate drizzle on there, some butter, whatever you want, brother. Our O-line, we rushed for 224 yards and 6.8 yards per carry as a team. And what that tells me is you're opening up holes and you're putting some bodies on the turf with your blocks, right? You're not just like kind of stunting them and keeping them where they are. You are driving them back. You're taking them where you want them to go. And or you're just flattening them like a good old flapjack. So the pancake dinner, baby. All of the offensive line, y'all are going to walk away with a sticker for that one. Great performance.
Yeah, they really come through. You get that anchored by a guy like Peyton Miller, right? Shem gave a lot in that game. I know he kind of came up a little gimpy there towards I think it was the third quarter is when he came off. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but he had a lot of guys. Marcos is doing his thing.
Hayden Fleming. I know Weston Brown came in and got some good snaps in there.
Yes, man. All these guys did just an absolutely incredibly good job, and that's for a running team, you got to have that.
100%.
Should we transition now with that?
Let's
talk about some defense.
Let's go.
Let's go.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, we offer banking solutions to help you through any season of life. From no-fee checking to our mobile app for easy on-the-go banking. From instant issue, tap-to-pay debit cards to click switch, used to quickly, securely transition automated payments and direct deposits from one account to another. And much more. For your family, for your business, come home to Farmers Bank and Trust.
Oh my Lord. Number 90, Caden Soul Snatcher Banks. My guy had no chill in this game. There was no stop. You and I had been talking, right? Like, so we got used to Caden Banks having these like monster multi-sack performance games last year, and I think more attention was given towards him this year. But we had kind of been talking in the background. We were like, listen, if we're gonna make a deep playoff run, we needed to see Cash Williams really be an absolute force like he was last week, and so we saw that coming out of Cash.
Yep.
And we talked about we need Caden to be that soul snatcher type of guy that is just wreaking havoc everywhere. And so Caden Banks, listen to me because I'm not going to stutter here. I will not stutter. This is not a misprint, a mistypo, a misquote. You are getting 13. That's a 1 followed by a 3. Not a 1 plus 3, a 1 followed by a 3. 13 stickers. Here's your stat line. Buckle up. Get ready. Tighten that chin strap because Lord knows that he's hitting hard enough to take it off of you. 9 total tackles. Was second on the team. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks. Dude. Their quarterbacks were hurting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tackles for a loss.
He just set up a tent in the backfield. I'll come out now. I'm going to bring you down.
Wouldn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
He claimed territory.
That's just rude. That's just it, and keep being rude.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3 quarterback hurries. If you paid attention and did the math, which you don't have to because we'll do it for you.
Do the math.
That is 12 plays where you were either disrupting in the backfield or taking them down in the backfield. 4 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, 3 quarterback hurries, 9 total tackles. Dude was a disruptor and a menace all night long.
We gave him the nickname Soul Snatcher.
Yep.
I think we ought to like Hope Steeler because he just there's so many, like, you were just literally sucking the life out of that team. Every play you could make, it felt like you were making, and it was just every time. Oh, that was Caden Banks. Number 90, Caden Banks. Number 90, Caden Banks. Every time, man, it was something else. It was something else.
And his final quarterback hurry, I think, of the evening was the one that forced the intentional grounding play, right? And so obviously you're getting a sticker because of the quarterback hurry on that play, but like you talked about, he's just at that point in the game, I think the quarterback was just like, again?
Really?
Like, y'all let him in here again?
Hey, bro, go take a break. Go sit down for a minute. Not happening. Caden Banks, man, what a game. What a game. Number 55. let's talk about number 55.
Come on, let's talk about him.
Right in the middle, Quan Young.
Big old boy.
Big boy. Getting one sticker.
He's still waiting for that refrigerator Perry little touchdown.
He wants that touchdown.
He's like, Cash got one. Let me get one, baby.
I would die. I would literally die. If he lines up in the backfield ever for a handoff, I'm going to lose it.
You probably – so there's a picture of me collapsed on the floor of the broadcast booth in our last Liberty game, just cracking up at what Pharrell had done. I'm pretty sure it would be a picture of both of us just on the floor laughing at that point. I'm thankful that Josh doesn't have that picture because otherwise it might make a broadcast.
Come on, I'm gonna tell you, if you ever take a handoff in for a touchdown, I'm just falling out right there on the sideline, there. Call the EMTs because people are gonna have to come scoop me up. Look, you're gonna get a sticker, 4 total tackles, a tackle for loss, man.
Get our head trainer, Coach Miller, up there to come after you.
I'm falling and I'm not getting up. Quan, great game, man. Good job. Way to continue to control what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Right? And that's like somebody tries to run through the middle. There were a couple times where Quan, you just literally just put an arm out and close line a dude.
Red Rover.
Send anyone you want on over because
Bam.
Quan's got it covered, man. Big body, knows how to use it, taking care of business in the middle of that line, keeping that run game at bay.
100%.
Right?
No, number 93, Gavin Bond. You're going to walk away with 1 sticker. Very similar stat line. You had 5 total tackles, and you had a tackle for a loss on the evening. You're another dude that just you are all hustle and heart, right? Like you are just every inch of you is hustle and heart and team, and like that's what we need in these playoffs as we keep going and we continue to face even better opponents. It's hard to think like Mansfield Timberview, very good team. Our opponents are only going to get better each and every week.
Yep. And
so we have to see that from these guys to continue to fight and to have our season go on.
Just stay consistent, right?
And Gavin Bond, you're one of those guys that stepped up in a big way.
This is the guy that I want to spend time with because every time we're around him, he's so quiet.
Very quiet.
I cannot think he's really that quiet. But maybe he is. Gavin, we want to know. Are you really that quiet, man?
I mean, he said it on our review. He's like, I'm a pretty quiet guy.
Yeah, I mean, he is. But look, okay, let's talk about Quan's brother.
Who's he?
Corday Young.
A big old boy.
Another big kid, number 2.
That's a big-bodied young man.
Look,
6'4", 6'5".
Great kids, though, both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them.
Fun-loving, man.
Respectful to at least us. Very similar line. Thank you for that, by the way. I wouldn't want to be on the other end of the
freight train coming through.
Yeah, no,
nope.
I don't want to be part of that. Nothing. Nope. So Corday, you're gonna get a sticker. 4 total tackles and 1 tackle for loss. Sound familiar?
Very familiar.
It's the exact line as his brother.
Brother to brother.
But big punishing body, big punishing force in the game. Needs to continue to tap into that as we keep moving forward.
Can I challenge him right here?
Do it.
I'm gonna challenge you, young man. Like I really hope you end up watching this episode. But Corday, I'm gonna challenge you. Go get you a Caden Banks stat line. Could you imagine Caden and Corday and then Draylon McMahon like spelling them with and like coming in and wreaking havoc as well? Like those are some ends that are just nasty with it.
How old is he?
Corday should be a junior.
Look, I'm just gonna say this. I don't know. Have we ever given Coach Russell a shout out?
Maybe
Strength and conditioning.
Maybe last year, but like go ahead and shout him out, man.
Let's do it. Look, Corday's one of those kids that I can't wait to see what he looks like after summer program and a whole off season, right? Because Russell's going to get a hold of these guys and he's going to teach them how to lift for football, right? And that's one of the things of having a good
for football.
Yeah, how to eat, how to lift, and how to create the kind of strength that a football player needs versus just strong. Right, because there's multiple kinds of strong, and a guy like Corday needs an explosive strength. He's got to get off that ball. He's got to have an explosion of power. When the play starts, and having a guy like Coach Russell be able to get in there and work with him and help him kind of know this is what you got to do. You want to be that guy. You want to take that next step. You want to go to that next level. Then do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z, and then maybe back up. Coach Russell's demanding for a good reason because he's trying to create champions, and I can't wait to see what the benefits are for Corday after having some time with him.
So this next guy is a guy that has had some time with him and has come back stronger each season. Number 31, Austin Crowley. You're going to walk away with 2 stickers on the evening. You had 8 total tackles, which was 3rd on the team. And to go along with that, one of those was a tackle for a loss. And I feel like as I was going back and watching this game, obviously like watching the replay, I wasn't able to be there. And watching our clips and our highlights, dude, you were all over the field. When you weren't the one making the tackle, you were right there ready to help in case the ball carrier broke the tackle. But you were all over the field, brother. You're going to have to continue to play like a man possessed as these playoffs go along. Austin Crowley, great game, 2 stickers, 8 total tackles, and 1 tackle for a loss.
And we're back full circle. Number 11, Jaden Parker. On the defensive side of the ball now, 4 stickers for this young man, 11 tackles to lead the team. Just had to match his jersey number. Just felt like, you know what? I think I'm going to do double digits tonight. Going to get my jersey number.
Just casual.
Just casually go about and get 11 tackles. Had a sack, 2 tackles for loss. You're going to get 4 stickers. Look, it's hard, man. There's so many words we could throw to this kid. We do it every single time we talk about him. The reality is he's a playmaker. He continues to do the work, and you keep putting in the effort. You're gonna keep with with these ridiculous stat lines, man. 4 stickers, Jaden. Great game.
He's everywhere you want to be.
And then some.
Number 25, Cash Money Williams. We talked about the offensive side of the ball. Let's get you on the defensive side of the ball as well. And this is what we're talking about, right? Like this is playoff football. The willingness of offensive players to go to the defensive side of the ball and play in some of the secondary. The willingness of some of these linebackers and linemen to come play offensive side of the ball and get big first downs, throw big blocks, get touchdowns, things like that. Mm-hmm. Just whatever it takes. We're going to get dirty. We don't care because we want the W. Cash Williams, 3 stickers. You had 7 total tackles. You had a tackle for a loss, and you had 2 quarterback hurries. I feel like some of his stats got ate up because Caden Banks was there to get some sacks when Cash was going to get a quarterback hurry or a sack. Caden was like, hang on, I got this, Cash. Don't you worry. But watching those 2 celebrate together, Caden and Cash, like they're dudes that have grown up on those ends, playing ends together last year. And, man, they're havoc wreakers when they are fully locked in, and Cash has been fully locked in for a few weeks now, no doubt about it. Just dominant performances each and every week for Cash Williams. Great job, brother.
Look, at number 33, Bassett Addison has really this year just made a mark. He's carved out a niche for himself. Saw a young man, such a nice kid. 2 stickers, 2 total tackles, a sack and a tackle for loss. Had a really solid game, right? And he just continues to stack solid game after solid game, right? Sure. And we want to see these guys. Look, if you're not in the stat report, if you're not on the stat show and your name's not getting called, look to what these guys are doing. They're stacking solid performances. Right. They're going out and they're doing what they need to do. I know y'all want to get it. I know y'all want to be shouted out, right? But there are thresholds. There are things that we're looking at, and you can all get there if you go out and do this kind of work. Stack these solid performances, one after the other. Bassett has just continued to do that. Game after game after game. I think midway through the season, we had our first call of him. And then from that point on, it's almost every game I think we've gotten to call out his number.
We've had
number 33. So Bassett, 2 stickers for you, man. Again, great game.
Number 12, Zay Flanagan. First game back after missing a couple of games. It was good to see you on the field. No, that's Izzy.
No, it's Izzy. No, that's Izzy.
Zay, come on, Zay. I'm not going to disrespect you like that.
Sorry, Zay. Don't hurt me.
But Zay, you're going to walk away with a sticker. It was good to see you back on the game. You had the pass breakup that sealed the game in the corner of that end zone. It basically ended it. They decided to go for it on 4th down instead of kick the field goal. And I remember I was listening to the WFAA broadcast as I was coming home from the game, listening to that part of it.
What?
It was quick and free right then and there.
Well, you didn't even listen to your boy?
It was quick and free right then and there.
Oh, it's a dagger. Oh, my goodness. It's a dagger. Didn't even go to huddle to listen to your boy.
Hey, WFAA was quick and free for me. It was an easy pull-up. I didn't have to put in a credit card just then.
The betrayal, y'all. The betrayal. Zay. It's probably how Zay feels since I got him confused listening to T-Swift. So,
but Mike Leslie kind of talks about it. He's like, I don't know why they didn't kick the field goal here. Their kicker, they kind of cap him at about 35 to 40 yards max, and they were right there. They were set up for the field goal. They called a timeout, decided to go for it, and Zay was like, all right, cool, you're going to test me. I'm going to come up with the play when I needed it most, and Zay, that was exactly what you did. That was a big-time pass breakup on an out route. They tried to test the planting of that knee, and you were able to plant and cut with them, get the pass breakup, brother. Way to fight and work your way back from that injury and come up in the biggest of moments in the playoffs. That was so cool to see.
All right, so number 1, Israel T. Swift Johnson. Now we got it. 3 stickers. Izzy, 3 stickers, 3 pass breakups against arguably probably one of their more dominant weapons.
Yes.
Right? I mean, he was the guy that we watched that we were concerned about going into this game. There were 2 off the top, number 8, number 23.
And then number 10 as well.
Number 10.
So the combination of UTSA, UCLA, A&M between those 3 guys.
Yeah, so you got pitted against their stud receiver, and look, you handled business.
Yeah.
You handled business. 3 pass breakups on the night. Great game. Solid performance again. Just continuing to find ways, to just you're just welded to these guys, right? You're just not giving them opportunities, or you're limiting them, and then sometimes that's the best thing we could do. Limit those opportunities, right? Limit that chance for scoring because you know what you've got on your offense.
Yeah.
You know their capabilities. It's going to be very hard to limit the Coyote offense.
Right.
So if the Coyote defense steps up and limits our opponents, we're in a good space. And you did that, dude. 3 pass break, big time plays, man. Big time plays.
100%. Hey, our next guy, number 7, we're talking about crossing over. Ace Trailer. You're going to get 1 sticker on the night. You had a pass breakup and just your desire to win and your pure willpower just it showed up all over the place in this game. We talked about it earlier. 40-something offensive snaps, 30-something defensive snaps. All of the special teams snaps, I think maybe besides extra points, I don't remember if he came as one of the wing blockers or not. I know Rowan took over holding duties.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and double check. But, dude, Ace, you were all over the field. That pass breakup was huge, brother. Just your willingness. Continue to lead in that way, man. Continue to be that football player that shows I'm going to do everything and anything it takes for our team.
And then there's number 30, Brennan Williams. Yeah. 2 stickers for you, Brennan. Always a hard-hitting kind of guy. Violence. He brings violence to every play, and you got to have it in the game of football, right? People talk about this they'll stop me and they're like, man, you talk a lot about violence when you're talking about football. I'm like, because that's the game of football.
Football is a violent sport.
You cannot play it without violence. It's just
I'll say it again.
It's the nature of it.
I'll say it again. Basketball is a contact sport. Football is a violent sport. That's literally their definitions.
Yep. And look, Brennan's not afraid of it. He's not afraid of it. 2 tackles for loss, 5 total tackles as a defensive player. Has a way of seeing the field and helping his team be where they need to be and know what they need to know.
Yeah.
Sharp kid, right? Great player, and I think there's so much in front of him.
Agreed.
I don't know to what level, what it's going to look like, but this kid has so many options available to him. It'll be interesting to see how his future unfolds because he gets it. He really does get it, and it shows every time he takes the field.
Hey, real quick, one more addition on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah. Late addition, I forgot. As we were talking, I remembered this guy, number 54, Peyton Miller.
Come on.
Hey, he comes in on a goal line stand, and he had a huge I believe it was if it wasn't a tackle for a loss, it was right at the line of scrimmage, but I think it was a tackle for a loss. But Peyton Miller, another one of those guys that's just that will and effort to win. He comes in and says, I don't care that I'm a highly recruited offensive lineman. I'm going to come in and do the dirty things to win because that's what I desperately want right now. And comes in and plays that defensive tackle position when they go to their heavy set formation and just busts through the blockers and makes the tackle in the biggest of moments.
Were there 2 times he did that in this game?
There may have been twice. I remember one for sure.
One of them, I think Timberview called a timeout after they saw them sub and bring those guys in because they'd already had the first experience, and I think that was enough. That they're like, okay, yeah, we've got
to get out of this heavy.
We got to reassess. We got to reassess. Number 54 just rolled out. We need to reassess.
Yeah. He's listen. Peyton Miller is he's a bear when he's on the field.
Yeah, man. He's going to be special. He's gonna have some. It'll be fun to watch him next level. Saturdays are going to be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, hey, that's our defense. You want to talk about special teams?
Let's do it.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, we offer banking solutions to help you through any season of life. From no-fee checking to our mobile app for easy on-the-go banking. From instant issue, tap-to-pay debit cards to click switch, used to quickly, securely transition automated payments and direct deposits from one account to another. and much more. For your family, for your business, come home to Farmers Bank and Trust.
All right.
Come on now.
Special teams, baby.
We're here.
Special teams. I called it a secret weapon on the broadcast, right? I said it was a secret weapon. It's not so secret anymore because I said it on the broadcast. But the reality is our extra point unit performed, and they did exactly what was expected of them, which the standard for this unit is
perfection.
100%, right? Not 99.5, not 85, 100%. So Des Marroquin, right, leads that unit.
Yep.
Cash Williams, Weston Brown, Rowan Nylander, Jaden Parker, Corday Young, Hayden Fleming, Marcos Rivera, Peyton Miller, Colton Tucker, and Quan. I'm not doing it to him young. Quan, I'm just telling you, man, my guy put in the script some, you know what he put in there for your name, so I'm not doing it to you. Quan Young. Look, these guys week in and week out are getting this sticker. They are operating well when it comes to extra points. They've got rhythm here, right? And every one they stack gives them greater and greater levels of confidence. To keep giving this sticker means that we don't have, weird margins in the game, right? We can expect, and that's because of what the work these guys put in.
100%. All right, hey, next guy. You already know who it is. The touchback merchant showed up again, number 82. Dez, you're going to walk away with a sticker. You had, I believe, what Eric wrote down for me was you had 4 kickoffs over 70 yards in this game. So anytime you're booting multiple kickoffs out of the back of the end zone, I know they had one that they returned where it was, I think it may have been a designed shorter kick. So they had one that wasn't quote-unquote a touchback. But, like, when you're booting it out the back of the end zone, 4 out of your 6 kickoffs, that's some serious leg power right there.
Well, you take an element out of the game where they can't do anything.
And let's be frank, they've been special this year on kickoff returns. Timberview has been pretty special on kickoff returns. And so to completely eliminate that element, like you said, that's a big deal. So, Dez, you're going to walk away with that touchback merchant sticker again. There's a reason why we gave you that nickname. It's because you are. Yep.
Solid in every way, dude. Solid. Great player. Puts in the work, and it shows on the field. So last 2 guys here. Number 11, Jaden Parker again, special teams.
Have you gotten him all 3 times?
All 3 times today. Jaden, I got you. All three of these. So you're going to get 2 stickers in this phase of the game, right? 2 massive kickoff returns that put us in great field position, flipping the field, giving us a better start off, right? It gives the offense a lot of I guess some confidence to know we're not pinned back in our 10, right? We've got this, like, for instance, the longest one you had was a 55-yard return that flips the field and puts us on their side immediately. Dude, Zai's licking his chops as he's coming off the bench.
He's like, all I got to do is like 40 yards for a tutty? Oh, okay.
I thought I might be able to flick that one behind my back.
I think he might have.
But, yeah, Jaden, dude, again, 2 more stickers. Incredible day. Great job, kid.
I think I've talked about this guy all 3 times as well. Number 7, Ace Trailer. You're going to get a sticker on the night. You had a punt block that also put us in a really good spot. I can't say enough about your hustle and your heart and how you're just willing to always do the little things that just win football games. And so, Ace, you're coming away with a massive punt block on that game to kind of cap off our special teams segment. So once again, Ace, we see you all over the field. And, like, coaches, I don't care what level you're a coach at, you should be trying and putting a full court press on Ace Trailer to get him on your campus.
I think there are a couple guys that if I'm a college coach and I'm looking at some of these schools throughout North Texas specifically, I'm coming to Anna and I'm giving some special attention to a key, like letting Key get a chance, like giving him a shot to work out for me. Quan Young, another guy. We got guys that have offers that we're not talking about, but I'm talking, and some of these guys do have offers, so please don't hear me wrong. I mean, but these guys need those. They need those moments, and they deserve them. These are kids that can do it and are doing it right now. Yeah, and kind of flying under the radar. So I think you got to get a guy like Key. Ace is definitely one of those guys without any hesitation, man. Some really good dudes. Running around this program. That understand the kind of work it takes. Look, we call ourselves Coyote University for a reason.
Sure.
These guys are being trained to handle that schedule, that next level schedule.
Yeah.
They're being handled to train what it looks like to be self-driven and responsible
Sure.
to what it takes to be successful.
100%.
Right? That's what this program's. That's what the U is all about. All the hype and all the other stuff, whatever. All the confusion. It's not that hard. It's a mindset about training kids to be able to handle the university grind, that level of competition.
Right.
Right. That level of excellence and
Yes.
what it takes to get there. So
Yes.
that these guys have that. They know it. They're being trained in it, and they're program guys that you're going to love to have coming to your team. So I'm done preaching.
Well, all right. That brings us to the end of the game against Timberview, which means that we have a big playoff game coming up.
Wait, the win against Timberview.
The win against Timberview.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify one more
Okay.
time. Sorry. I just wanted to say it one more time.
So that brings up our next playoff game, which will hopefully also be a W. That's obviously what we want.
Right.
Against Paladuro out of Amarillo. We're playing them 6:30 Friday evening, November 21st against obviously Paladuro, but in Wichita Falls at Memorial Stadium. Man, they've got a big stadium. It's going to be a fun place. Like, listen, I know it's another one of those where it's like, oh, it's a little bit of a far drive. Make it.
Yeah.
This is a special time of year, and it's a special train to hop on. I don't care if you haven't come to a game all season. Start coming now.
Yeah.
Wichita Falls is not a hard drive, right? I drive much further and much farther a lot of nights of the week. I was further away on Saturday for a basketball game. Wichita Falls, easy drive. You get up on 82, you follow it out there, and it's easy. Man, there's places to eat along the way. Andrew Tobar is going to have snacks at an undisclosed location starting at 2 p.m.
We'll send everybody towards him. We'll put a little pin marker on there and share it on our
So
X
find
account.
if you find Tobar, you win and you get a sticker. First person to find Tobar with the snacks and get a selfie and send it to one of us.
Let's be fair.
Gets a sticker.
If you find Tobar, you're going to find him with snacks.
Yes.
So that's all
Yes.
there is to it.
But hey, so we're playing a good Paladuro team, and
Yep.
Real quick, I've got some of the. Do you mind if I call
for
out
it.
a couple of
Do
their
it.
top guys?
Do it.
So their quarterback is a junior, Reese the second. He has passed for 2,604 yards on the season with 30 touchdowns and only 1 interception. Right, so that tells me that they're a team that's going to take care of the ball.
Yep.
They've got a running back, Johnson, number 0, who is a junior as well. He's got 90 carries for 693 yards and 12 touchdowns on the season. And then their quarterback is their third leading rusher with 420 yards on the season. So they're gonna be a well balanced team. They spread the ball around a lot. Their top receiver is number 10, Brown. He's got 565 receiving yards on the season. And so I kind of call out these guys 0, 1, and 10 when they're on offense. They're kind of be where some of our fans' eyes need to go. That's going to be how they look to attack. So hey, for what it's worth, we do some of the scouting, so you don't have to do it yourself.
Look, there's a lot of history up in this part of Texas when it comes to high school football. There's a lot of history around our program with this area. So there's a lot that's out there. We're not going to try to retread all that. If you want to go start looking and snooping around some of the Facebook posts that are out there, you can see all the different connections for all the different people. The Tuckers have connections. The Pars have connections.
Oh, yeah.
So many people have connections up there into high school football life, and it's definitely worth understanding a little bit and taking some time. That being said, though, I do want to just throw this last little thing out there. Our state champion head coach had a birthday.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
No, YouTube does not want to hear me sing.
No, and they
So
don't want to.
if you want to sing, you have a much better voice than I do.
I appreciate that, but no,
Much
we're not
better.
going to. We're not going to go. We want to keep our fans and keep our subscribers. So, if you appreciate the fact that we didn't sing, subscribe and hit that little notification bell, right?
And happy 32nd birthday, Coach Parr.
32. Good job, Coach.
We see you.
Happy birthday. We see you.
All right. Well, hey, with that being said, y'all, listen. Show up, be early, be loud,
Bring the fun.
be proud, bring the vuvuzelas, bring the noisemakers, bring all of them. This is playoff time. Bring our noise, make it our home game, and be respectful.
Yeah.
And as always, on 3,
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
Go Coyotes.